Something that changed my mindset was a video I seen where a guy said, you don't have to be worried about people who are not your target audience watching you. And I feel like as people who are introverts or people who, struggle with their mental health, you're always worried about the next person. But it made so much sense because why would someone who's not an introvert, who's an extrovert or likes to party or finds me boring, they won't stay for more than 5 seconds once they realize they don't like it here. And y'all have to understand people have free will, so that's perfectly fine. But that also is a relief off my shoulders because it's like when I put content out, I'm like, oh, nobody's going to watch it, nobody's going to like it. If they don't, they don't. It is what it is. But guess what? I still have all these other people that do, and they stay and they comment and they love it over here.
When I used to be on my
Hey y'all, it's your girl Zion. Today we're back with another video, and as y'all see by the title, I'm going to be doing like the video that I've seen going around, which is how YouTube changed my life. I basically seen people doing like how YouTube changed my life with less than like 500 subscribers, but I wanted to put my little twist on it as y'all seen by the title. If you don't know, your girl is like, the founder of the Black Girl Introvert Diaries, where honestly, let's get into it really quick. I went through a breakup, my first breakup of my life. Oh my god, like I was down bad. I was really down bad for months. If you go down my channel, I was gonna do vlogmas. This is like when all of this started really popping off. I wasn't doing YouTube for a while, and then I told myself I wanted to come back and I wanted to finally have a community and start like making videos and people knowing me and not just posting random videos. So I was going through the breakup at this time in a healing journey, but I was also putting myself in therapy. So it made me be a lot more isolated than I thought I would ever be at this time in my life. And honestly, that was a shocker to me. I was not expecting to just be single and living alone out of nowhere. That wasn't in the plans of me. But if you know God, like I know God now, God, you could give God your plans and tell him what you want. And he gonna laugh and he gonna show you what you actually need. So basically, that's how we got here. And I'm 23 years old. My name is Zylia, but I like to go by Zy. And I'm just an introvert homebody that has been dealing with mental health issues her entire life. I've actually understood I've been functionally depressed for so long. I thought it was normal. And I've had anxiety, really bad anxiety for a long time. I've been told I have OCD. I've been told I have a lot of things. So I'm just all over the place. But I always want to show up here. And this is why I wanted to make this video. And I feel like I could resonate with this video topic. Because no matter what I've been through, as y'all can see from when I started my channel, I've always came back. Like I would fall off. Fall off to me was just being a really sad state or a really depressed state. But then I'll always come back. Even if I was sad, I would just push through it, get it done. I would push myself to just do the content because I love this. This is something that actually saved me as a young girl. When I was younger, once I found out what YouTube was and the YouTube girls were, like the Kennedy Simones and like Jada Jonee, Talitha Jane, like that era, like the Come Up, Miss Nyla Nicole, those type of girls, that's where I started learning what YouTube was. It was when I could not put my iPad down because they were saving me from the lifestyle that I was living, because I could just dissociate and just be watching their videos, wanting to be just like them, wanting to get into girly stuff, wanting to get into makeup and clothes, because I didn't grow up like that. So I didn't grow up like that. Like my mom was not really like a girly type of person, and then honestly I grew up in a really toxic environment. My home was like 1 minute we all good, next minute we all fighting and arguing, 1 minute everything is solid, 1 minute everything's falling apart. So I have not had like consistency or peace in my life. But I feel like we're going to get into my notes because I wanted to stay on topic and actually give y'all some real deal, like how YouTube really changed my life. Like this is not a joke for me. This is actually healing me, helping me, and saving me. To be honest, like that's how serious I take it. So the first thing I put down is that it slowed me down and I've been able to understand things more. I feel like this kind of associates with like when people say they turn 25 and their frontal lobe develops. I feel like the time that I've had to heal and to grow and put myself in therapy on top of focusing on YouTube, my brain feels different. Like I feel like it's not hard to understand things anymore, and also I think a lot more logically, especially because I've been putting so much focus into my content, and I've been able to come up with ideas or come up with game plans way more easier than I have in the past. And it's really hard to explain, but it's literally like my brain is just clear, and this is helping me. this is like something that I'm gonna try not to get emotional. I'm gonna try. But I like no longer really feel alone, because for so freaking long as an introvert, I have no friends. Y'all seen by the title, I'm alone. I seriously, I go to work and I come home. I don't talk to anybody except for the people I work with and maybe my younger siblings here and there, you know, over the phone, and I see them a few times, like a month. Other than that, I'm very isolated by myself. I honestly don't even live in the same city. Like, I live a little further out. That's how isolated I am right now. And doing this, I don't feel alone because I finally have put myself out there and learned to love and accept myself for who I am. I've been called boring my whole life, the party pooper. I've been called like, oh, you never want to do anything, this and that. Mind you, my introvertness, I've learned, comes from trauma, okay? I may be an introverted person deep down, but I know when I start healing and things like that, I know I'm going to be more extroverted and out there, because I feel like that's my real personality, and that's something that I'm learning and understanding. My trauma made me this way. So growing up, basically I was just told all these different things. I just never like to drink, don't like to party, don't like to be under all these different guys, not boy crazy like that, like to the point where that's my entire being, and my friends are coming from like boys type of thing. I just never was that vibe. And I'm talking about when I was 16, 17. So I've always been deemed as like the grandma. I've always been deemed as like too grown for my group. Like, I've always felt like I associated more with older people. I would rather stand with grown adults when I was in like second grade instead of playing with the kids. Like, it's been like this for a long time. And now that I put myself out there as an introvert and, you know, show my reality, my real life, I feel like I don't feel alone, because I feel like a lot of people do relate, but you don't know that because we keep to ourselves. So me putting myself out there is making it so I don't feel alone. And I hope y'all don't feel alone anymore, because that was the whole point of me even starting this series, because I'm very empathetic. Like, I'm very much an empath. I feel pain. So on top of growing up feeling like, oh my God, I don't want nobody to ever feel like I feel. Like, even right now, I know there's girls like me, and I wanted to stop making myself feel sad and wanted to, you know, start something. So in terms of starting something, the next thing that it has done for me is made me feel proud within myself for starting something from scratch and starting my own thing. Because I looked it up, I did not see anybody have Black Girl Introvert Diaries. Fun fact, I was going to name this Solo Diaries or Living Alone Diaries, but I wanted something that was unique and something that resonated with me, so that this could be me. Because guess what? Right now, one day I'm going to see this video again. When 5 years from now, there's going to be people in the comments like, girl, you remember the Black Girl Introvert Diaries? Or people are going to refer to me as Miss Black Girl Introvert. I'm calling that now. I already know that's what's going to happen, because I'm starting from here and starting my brand right now and who I am from this series. Like I said before, this is helping to heal my inner child, because it's hard for me to remember my childhood sometimes. As I'm in therapy, I'm starting to like unfold the things. But one thing I do remember is taking that iPad and that YouTube with me everywhere. It's to the point where I would get in trouble because I would have it in the bathroom with me when I was a kid, because I was addicted to hauls and makeup. And I did do my makeup, and it's just a full circle moment for me, because it was really hard to be an individual as a kid because my parents were so strict. Because I grew up like, oh, you shouldn't do this, you should do this, or because someone else didn't do something, it was like, you shouldn't do that. So now that I'm learning and just making content like this is so weird, but I'm so proud of myself, and I know my inner child is healing and she's proud of us too. And it's honestly helping me to become a better version of myself, because I want to be able to help people who watch me, you know, with just life things. Like, we growing together. I will not take no negativity on this channel. Y'all met me at the perfect time, because Zylia is learning boundaries and Zylia don't play that. So as soon as negativity or comments like that come, y'all don't even gotta worry about it. It's up out of here. I might respond with a smart ass mouth, because now I just don't go for the bullshit no more. So this is like a safe community. That's what I'm making. I'm not about to have people here being negative or rude, because I know what it feels to grow up around people like that, and that's not what I'm giving over here. But it's helping me to heal and grow and learn so I can share it with y'all. So this kind of correlates with, like, I've been seeing a lot of TikToks, and I've been talking in therapy about free will. This is showing me that I can do whatever I want. Kind of like what I just said. I always wanted to get into makeup. I wanted to be a makeup girly. I just didn't grow up around that. So it kind of influenced me to have to do what other people do. Now with my YouTube channel, it's like, this is my page. I post, I edit, so I could do whatever I want. I could express whatever I want. I could do whatever I want. I could, like, this is my control. This is under my control. And I feel like it's helpful to help me to figure out what I like and what I don't like, and what I'm passionate about and what I love to do. This is a good one, okay? Because a lot of people ask the question, how do you get motivated? How do you stay disciplined? Do y'all know this is showing me that it's possible? It's showing me that it has to be something that you really love and that you have a why for, a mission for. Because I don't get paid yet, keyword. Hopefully, fingers crossed, by my birthday. I don't know when this video is gonna be posted, but if not my birthday, by the end of the year. But even if not, like, I'm just going whatever God's gonna give me when he wants to give that to me. But I know it's in my plans because I'm so close. I've never been this close. I've never been this close ever, so I'm really excited. But this is with no funds. I'm going this hard with no funds. I've been going this hard for 4 years with no funds. But especially right now, this is showing me that when I really want something, I'm disciplined and I'm motivated to get to it. This is also teaching me patience, because like I just said, like, I want it so bad. Not because, oh my God, I'm doing it for the money, because clearly I'm not. But it's like, this has been a dream of mine from like a 12-year-old. And I'm about to be 24. So literally, to just achieve something that I never thought I would do is just something that I really want. And it's teaching me that if I rush the process, it's not helpful. So it's forcing me to enjoy the journey and appreciate it, because something else is, when I get to the result I want, it's going to be a lot of work. So right now is like prepping me for that, and I'm enjoying like it being calm, because I know once we get to like 50,000, it's going to be comments, it's going to be followers, it's going to be negativity, it's going to be a lot to come with that, and I still have healing and growing to do. So I might as well do this during this time period instead of trying to rush to something and I'm not ready as a person. This process with growing a YouTube channel is also helping me to learn to love myself, trust myself, and just go with what I want to do in my life. Not worry about other people's opinions. Oh, you should or shouldn't doing that. This is something where I'm full and nobody could tell me what I can and can't do on this channel. And that's on period. Like, this is real life my baby. Like, this is how I would be as a mother. That's truly how I feel about my channel. So ain't none of that happening. Nobody's coming over here telling me what I should and shouldn't be doing, can't do. Y'all could give suggestions. That's not what I mean. I mean, like, people like, oh, you're not going to get that far yet. Go ahead. That's past me. Like, I already know what I got coming for me. So it's just helping with my confidence as well. Like, knowing that I'm capable of doing this and knowing that I'm going to do it is just helping me just grow so freaking much. The reason that I'm so confident is because I feel like this is stepping closer to my purpose. And I was watching a Mel Robbins podcast where he said, you know, happiness is stepping towards your purpose. And the fact that I know my purpose, I don't know if it's exactly just doing this, but I know I'm stepping closer to it. So it's helping me to find my purpose, which is something that a lot of people struggle with. I've struggled with, but I feel it. I feel it in my spirit, the way I move, the way I talk about this. I know it's heading in the right direction. This also combats the limiting self-beliefs and the core beliefs that I've had about myself from the mouths of other people, which is something I'm learning in therapy. But it's showing me that people, for example, to make it really simple, it's showing me that people do like me. I've had a core belief that nobody likes me, given what I told you in the beginning. Being an introvert, being a quiet person, I was extremely shy back then. I didn't really speak up. It's challenging the negative things in my life to force me to look at them as positive and to understand those were other people's words and beliefs about me, and I don't have to believe it. And those are other people's narratives, and I can rewrite my own, and I currently am, and this is helping me to do that. As someone who, like I said, going through mental health, this is helping me to not have to use things like drugs or alcohol as a release of pain, because when I'm sad, when I'm upset, I think about my channel. I think about just putting the work in, getting to my goal, and getting to, once I get to this goal, it's going to help me to get to those goals. So it helps me to stay away from things that can hinder me and things that could stop me or limit me from healing and achieving the things I want in this life, which is really hard. And if you're someone who does those things, I pray that you can find peace from those things and be able to look within and heal. But I'm just personally someone who I've really tried not to go to those things for help, and I'm trying. And with this channel, it's a good outlet for me to just to just start to heal, help myself heal, and to stay away from those type of things. And with doing YouTube, this has helped me to understand that I am responsible for my life. This has shown me that I make my own reality. It's weird, but unless you don't think like this, like I felt like I have to follow like this book of how life is supposed to go. But doing my YouTube channel is showing me, girl, you live your own life. Nobody's here with you. You make your own decisions. You feed yourself. You go to work. Like, this is your reality. With it being my own reality, I realized like I am in charge of getting to the future I want or complaining about it. And this has pushed me to stop being a complainer and to just plan and act. I've been a huge planner. I could write you a whole thesis on how to do something, but my struggle would be to step forward. So with doing this, it's taught me that I have to put my words and my planning into action, and that's how we here right now. We're literally almost close to 4,000 subscribers. You would not be able to tell me that I've gotten to 4,000 subscribers a year ago. Like, this is what I'm talking about when I say this has got my confidence. I don't even pay attention to the numbers like that. I'm more on the community side now. But to tell me that I'm growing like this is, I love YouTube. I love my YouTube channel. I love the community I'm building, and it's really just saving your girl for real. As an introvert, as someone who has dealt with mental health issues and still does to this day, I just have good days and bad days just like everyone else. Something that changed my mindset was a video I seen where a guy said, you don't have to be worried about people who are not your target audience watching you. And I feel like as people who are introverts or people who, you know, struggle with their mental health, you're always worried about the next person. But it made so much sense, because why would someone who's not an introvert, who's an extrovert, or likes to party or finds me boring, they won't stay for more than 5 seconds once they realize they don't like it here. And y'all have to understand, people have free will, so that's perfectly fine. But that also is a relief off my shoulders, because it's like when I put content out, I'm like, oh, nobody's gonna watch it, nobody's gonna like it. If they don't, they don't. It is what it is. But guess what? I still have all these other people that do, and they stay and they comment and they love it over here. And when you get comfortable with yourself and you love yourself and you know it is what it is when it comes to that, it just helps to grow and strengthen you as a person. And personally, me as a woman, helping me with self-love, self-worth, and self-confidence. All from this little YouTube, let me not say little, hold up. All from this big YouTube channel that I got in the making. Like, that's crazy. But I do want to say that I do have a video, because I know a lot of people who come to these videos, it's for motivation to make a YouTube channel. I did create a YouTube guides video, and I'll put like the playlist right here. I put my heart and soul in these tips, because I told you I've been studying YouTube since I was like 12, 13. So be sure to check out these videos for like tips and stuff. I promise y'all, I'll put tea in there. I don't gatekeep. So hopefully y'all check that out if you're into YouTube. And if y'all have any questions, I want to share y'all testimony in the comments, y'all could do so. But I hope you guys stay. I hope you guys subscribe. And my weekly diaries, Black Girl Introvert Diaries, goes up every Sunday, and then I post on Wednesdays. So if you were new, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, catch up on the vlogs. And if you're returning, thank you for always showing support. I love y'all, and I will see y'all in the next video.